Hello from me, Lazarus. Welcome to the next lessons of the course on creating a website from scratch. Let's open my book on this subject. We are currently working on the CSS chapters that are not included in the free part, and we are on chapter 10, New Properties and Functionalities in CSS3. Let's open the PDF file. We continue with the second part of the border property, as here we will look at images as a frame, border image. The border image property creates images as a frame, border, of a given element, thereby replacing the normal border of the element. It is actually a shorthand property of the following properties. Here, in the PDF file, I have explained in detail what they are for: the path to the image, how to crop the frame, the width, the extent. They specify what should be done with the image, exactly. And the syntax of this property is the following. And here's a practical example to see how is this written. And in the browser we will see the following. Most of the interesting effects are obtained when using the property border image slice, which specifies how to cut a frame for the image. The image is always divided into 9 regions, 4 corners, 4 edges, and a middle region. Zones 1 to 4 are the corners, zones 5 to 8 are the edges, and 9 is the middle region. Each of these is used once, to form the corners of the final border image. Zones 5 to 8 are the final regions. They are repeated, scaled, or otherwise modified in the final image, so that they can match the dimensions of the element. The syntax of the property is as follows: for all sides it is set like this. And here, by individual angles. We'll make an example with 3 options of image frames, depending on the values of this property. We'll use only one value, that is, it should be the same for all sides. The image and code for this are as follows, and this is what we'll see in the browser. We won't give you more examples, because I will show you easier options for us, by giving you the internet address of the online generator of Mozilla, border image generator, and so you type it into Google, and it will come up, and with it you can now try it out and see what happens when you change the different properties. And the other properties, border image repeat, with an outset, determine how they will be used those areas that are in the schematic representation, to shape the final image of the border. In general, the syntax of this property is quite complex, and therefore, we can use ready-made programs. To make it easier for us to work with it. And finally, I will give the address of an interesting photo editor with which you can do many things, including beautiful frames, so you can get this type of image. Let me show some examples. I've prepared 2 examples here, by downloading the images, the first 2 that I showed. Here's the code for these examples, that we've made. Here's the first one with the 2 blocks and the second one. And here's to open in the browser, let's see them. Here's the first example with the 2 images. Here's the second example with the 3 images. That's all for this tutorial. Best regards.